Welcome to a Pub Sports Radio NHL Play of the Day for Thursday, September 17th. I'm Ian Cameron. It is Game 6 of the Eastern Conference Final taking place tonight. It's the Tampa Bay Lightning taking on the New York Islanders. We've got the Tampa Bay Lightning minus 175 favorites. The total, 5 here in Game 6. The Tampa Bay Lightning missed out on their opportunity to end this series in Game 5 as the New York Islanders prevailed with a 2-1 overtime victory. They get another chance now to get it right and put the New York Islanders away. We'll see if they can get it done this time. And certainly for the Tampa Bay Lightning, a lot of focus on the status of Brayden Point heading into Game 6 tonight. We're starting to see a bit of a pattern develop here with the Tampa Bay Lightning. When Brayden Point doesn't play, they don't win. 0-2 in this series, 0-3 in the playoffs without Brayden Point. He didn't play in Game 5. They lost to the Islanders. He didn't play in Game 3 against the Islanders. They lost that game as well. The only 2 losses for Tampa Bay in this series, both of them without Brayden Point in the lineup. And it's significant. You saw Nikita Kucherov and Andre Palat, who usually play on the top line with Brayden Point when he's healthy. They didn't play as well, and they didn't finish their chances as well. A lot of their passes weren't connecting quite as much. So it has an impact for sure, Brayden Point not being on the ice for the Tampa Bay Lightning. We'll see if they get him back. If they don't, certainly it gives the New York Islanders a chance. And the Islanders, they finally got a good goaltending performance. The first really strong game in net in several for Semyon Varlamov. Remember, he started out the playoffs playing very well for the Islanders, but he certainly struggled a little bit more in this series, but definitely had his best game of the series and one of his best games of the playoffs in net in Game 5. And the New York Islanders capitalized on a 2-on-1 rush to win in overtime with Jordan Eberle getting the game-winning goal. If you're Tampa Bay, you've got to just find a way to really bury your chances that you had. They did outshoot the Islanders. There were times that they controlled the play and had the puck more in the offensive zone of Game 5 than the other way around. But the fact remains the Tampa Bay Lightning just weren't able to finish enough of their chances. Brayden Point's status looms large. It really does. And for a play of the day, I'm going to go with the over here in this game, regardless of whether Brayden Point is in the lineup. Remember, this is an elimination game, so if the New York Islanders fall behind in this game, they've got no choice but to open up, be aggressive, be assertive offensively, and try to score goals and get their offense going. And you might see that happen if Tampa Bay gets the first goal. And I think because of the way they lost in Game 5, and of course the Islanders scored first in that game, the onus is going to be on them to try to get the first goal of the game and force the New York Islanders a lot more out of their defensive shell. We'll see if it works. If Brayden Point doesn't play, I can tell you right now that I will be looking at adding the New York Islanders at plus 155 as a bet for this game, because I'm going to just dare Tampa Bay to show they can win without him, which they've had difficulty doing. And the New York Islanders, look, they've been outplayed for a large part of this series. Hell, you can even say they were outplayed in Game 5 the other night, but they're resilient. They find ways to win. They battle, and they're not going to be losing this series without a serious fight and a serious battle. I expect to see that from the New York Islanders tonight. Their defensive game was much better. So if Brayden Point doesn't play, I will be adding the New York Islanders at plus 155 as a wager on tonight's Game 6 of the Eastern Conference Final. If he does play, I'm going to have the over. And even if Brayden Point doesn't play, I'm still going to stick with the over here in this game, because I do think Tampa Bay, very good offensively this season when they've scored 2 goals or less in the previous game. And I think even if Point doesn't play, Tampa Bay still got a better offensive game in them, goal-scoring production-wise, than they showed in Game 5. So my official play of the day here for Game 6 of the East Final, Tampa Bay, New York Islanders, over 5, minus 135. That's your Pub Sports Radio NHL play of the day for Thursday, September 17th. I'm Ian Cameron. Thank you for watching. As always, reminder to check out pubsportsradio.com every day for great content, and that content includes my weekly Ian Cameron's Football Frenzy betting show every Thursday live at 1 p.m. Eastern time right here on the Pub Sports Radio YouTube channel, breaking down every NFL football game each week and some college football. If you missed today's show, make sure you check it out at Pub Sports Radio. on their YouTube channel. Thanks for watching, everybody. Enjoy Game 6 of the Eastern Conference Final, and I'll be back with you on Saturday for another Pub Sports Radio NHL Play of the Day.